Let's go now to the banking industry with Jaydee Caparas, the SME lending group head for China Bank Savings. And every entrepreneur knows that your banking relationship is the most important relationship you have in your business. Big complaint of many entrepreneurs is they get lost with the big banks because, they are used to working with big people and big organizations. So mid-sized companies are often, more interactive and personable to deal with. So, with a story about that, please welcome Jaydee Caparas of China Bank Savings, a bank that has a history dealing with SME organizations. Glad to have you, Jaydee, and you're looking good.
We build and rise together. There's no better time than now to talk about and advocate SMEs. To build a better future for ourselves and for our country requires them. For the SME sector is vital, and the future development of the Philippine economy will depend on them. As the sector that employs over 60% of the labor force, contributing 40% of export earnings, and generating 36% of total value added to the economy, SMEs are a motive force. CBS China Bank Savings plunged into SME financing in 2011 with the goal of building a relevant SME business and is sustainably successful and profitable. Our merger in 2015 with Planters Development Bank, the largest private SME bank at the time, reinforced this franchise and brought in best business practices and passion that continues today. The SME sector is the engine for nation building. SMEs are the lever for uplifting the quality of people's lives. SMEs harness talents and energies of people by creating jobs, multiplying consumer and investment choices, integrating the countryside into the mainstream economy, and invigorating sustainable development, the key elements to growing the nation. Of course, our working with SMEs has not been without challenges. As our predecessor in SME finance pointed out, this is a challenging segment to lend to because you are handling many accounts that borrow smaller amounts. This means you have to spend more time with each borrower, anticipating their needs, identifying potential problems, and there's no one-size-fits-all solution in SME banking. Each approach needs to be customized to the needs of the specific customer. Traditional bankers shy away because SMEs are seen as costly, risky, and difficult, and rightly so. But done properly, SME banking is sustainable and profitable. At the end of a long day, knowing that you have overcome these obstacles makes the work of a banker especially fulfilling. From our experience, there's no shortage of funds to lend. What is missing in many cases is the appetite to lend. Because providing access to formal credit is not enough. Along with access to credit, the SME sector needs capacity building and support services, such as tax information, legal advice, technology access, marketing linkages, and more. Access to formal credit is only the beginning. In CBS, our role as SME bankers is to provide the necessary handholds so the SMEs can build and rise. While the catchword Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, has caught the imagination of business and governments across the globe, CBS would like to take this opportunity to announce our own BRI program to consumers and SMEs. We would like to use this occasion to announce the launch of the CBS Build and RISE initiative. The advocacy campaign to inspire the spirit of entrepreneurship and consumer confidence, leading to economy recovery. We are animated by the words left us by Mr. Henry C. Sr., founder of the SMIC Group, of which CBS China Bank Savings is a proud member. His words ring true as we begin this great journey. In good times, work hard. In difficult times, work harder. We issue our call for political leadership and good, responsive governance, which can provide the necessary economic environment in which SMEs can thrive and grow. This also requires weaving climate-friendly, sustainable business mindsets and practices into the way we do things. The country needs to provide alternatives to ease the brain drain and export of skilled labor, which are essential for economic growth and production. This means creating more and better jobs for Filipinos. This can be achieved by giving the SME sector appropriate attention and motivation. Lastly, the country needs to develop indigenous capacity and create its unique brand. This requires innovation and entrepreneurship, sizable investments in R&D, in academia and private companies, which can only happen when competent university graduates are motivated to remain. As business leaders, opinion sharpers, policymakers, you can light the sparks of hopefulness and pro-SME trust aligned with the country's long-term plan, Ambition Natin 2040. Accordingly, it is CBS vision and aspiration to build and raise a nation where Filipinos enjoy most common prosperity, where we can pursue lives that are strongly rooted, comfortable, and secure. Let us build and rise together. Magsama-sama tayo para sa kinabukasan, para sa matatag, maginhawa, at panatag na buhay para sa lahat.
Okay, thanks. That was very good, Jaydee. Now, I'm glad you mentioned Henry C. because I read that China Bank Group was a big impact to him when he was getting his business going. Now, how would an entrepreneur come in and deal with your bank? Do they just walk in and say, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm looking for a bank relationship?
We are here more on as a consultant, and we wanted again to raise the bar in terms of creating more jobs in the economy by helping out these small and medium enterprises launch their respective enterprises.
What's the kind of, everybody talks about in business about the unique differentiator between your group and others. What do you think that would be in your dealings with SME enterprises?
It is very evident now that the micro and small and medium enterprises has become the lifeblood of most economies now. And in fact,
yes.
It's also the job generator and economic driver in our country. However, central to the economic development of SMEs is access to finance, because the availability and cost of funds determine the firm's ability to compete, expand, and probably withstand the business-related stresses. So SMEs are less likely to acquire funding unlike those large firms. Instead, they rely on their own funding, probably cash from their families and friends, to launch and initially run their enterprise. That is why we are here as the retail arm of our parent, China Bank Corporation, the group of SMIC, to help business build, and especially this pandemic, rebuild the SME. And as I said earlier, 95% globally comprises of SMEs, business worldwide. And in our local setting, it's actually over 99%, comprising of micro, small, and medium enterprise.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Jaydee. So I will have you back again sometime to hear how you're doing, because it is such an important segment and we really want to promote and facilitate it. It really is the future of the nation. So thank you again, Jaydee of China Bank Savings.